Okay, so today we are going to make a block-off plate for our hole in our car. There's a firewall hole. So there used to be here is where the heater core went. So I took that out and capped off the coolant lines. And what I've done is I've taken just a piece of aluminum here and kind of hammered it out because there's a little bit of a lip here. So the overall plan is this is going to fit up under here. So we're going to rivet this to here. So you can see I've got little marks in it already for where the rivets are going to go. And we're going to put a little RTV on there to seal it off as well. So I got some Cleco pins, so we'll drill some holes and then we'll drill our first hole and then go around with the Cleco pins to secure it to the car. So that's kind of the rough plan that we're gonna do here. So again, this is sort of like a caveman attempt here at creating a part, but it seems like it'll be close enough, and we'll see how the riveting goes here in just a little bit. All right, so we're gonna do 1/8 inch rivets. So I got a whole bunch of these over here. So a little 1/8 inch. Actually, those are 3/16 or ones. What are they? 3/32. So yeah, I do have these. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get the right ones here in just a minute. But we're gonna be drilling 1/8 inch holes. So I got my 1/8 inch bit, and we're just gonna go all the way around here. So I got all these pre-marked. All right, now we got. Now we've got all of our holes drilled, pretty clean. Okay. I'm gonna test fit these, just make sure that, there we go. Ooh, that looks perfect. Great. So now we got our holes drilled in the plate. First thing I'm gonna do is kind of line it up so we're roughly in the middle here. This is of course not symmetric because it's done by hand. All right, so the plan is we're going to go around each one of those, put a Cleco pin. So Cleco pins is my first time using these. I'm pretty excited. So the way these work, see that? You can squeeze them to come out like that. The idea is that they are fasteners, temporary fasteners. So you squeeze it, push it through, release it, and then it secures it. So now we got a nice hold on that. So that will then allow me to go through and put all these pins around so that all of the holes are lined up with exactly where they need to go. This next spot might be problematic. So I've got some smaller Cleco pins here. Fasteners, or whatever they're called. So getting rivets up into here, I think might be a challenge. So I got these short versions here. Hopefully we'll be able to. I got those in the right spot. All right, so I'm gonna redo some of these holes. So our plate is nice and fastened here. So I just kind of went in and did this one right here by hand, right through it. So I'm gonna do another one kind of close up to here. I've got enough clearance. Be pretty tight. All right, we are going to continue prepping this. So I've already done some of the work for the firewall block here. So if we take a look, We can see that I've got all of the rivet holes are drilled, so we saw that earlier. And what I've done is I've gone through with some sandpaper. This is 150 grit, might be a little aggressive, but the idea is we want to put a little bit of RTV on each of these holes, and then we're going to line it all the way across, all the way around, get a nice seal on it. And so I'll do this. I'm going to come back with some isopropyl alcohol, rub it all off, make sure that it is nice and clean, and then we will start the riveting process of getting this thing attached. All right, we got this pretty well cleaned up, so last thing we're going to do, I've got these isopropyl alcohol pads. Take that, just do a quick run. It's pretty clean, so this is not gonna have to keep oil in the car, so it's not a huge deal. If it's a little dirty, we don't get a perfect seal, but it feels like a pretty clean. So the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna do one test rivet on this, just to make sure that all the sizings seem to be good. Stick that in there. Now I got an 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch depth. So we're gonna do this. And assuming this works, we're going to drill it back out. Yeah, that was nice. Fantastic. So that looks like the right size. So we'll drill that one out, and then we'll redo with our RTV on there. And we'll go back and do all of them. We've got that in, so we're going to drill this out. I've got a 1 size down drill bit. Should release that spinning. There we go. All right, that's on the drill bit. Right, so we should be able to get that off. And our hole should still be intact, same size. Fantastic. All looks good. Maybe got to flatten that out again a little bit. Okay, so we'll get the RTV on next. All right, now we're gonna put some RTV on here and test out my cake decorating skills. Just put a nice thick blob all the way around this, because I don't really care about it holding oil. We just want to make it airtight. Kind of a big messy one here. And then we're going to go back and do all the holes. We'll just put a little dot on each hole. So it'll help keep those rivets nice and tight. Or I guess keep the air tight. Mechanical here. There we go. All right. Now we'll get ready for the rivets. All right. So now we got a bunch of our rivets sort of pre-staged. I'm going to do the center one first. All right. That felt pretty good. Do this one next. Feels pretty good too. Around to the other side. That is looking pretty good. All right, here we go. We got all of those rivets in. They look pretty good. I got a nice bead of RTV into there. So we should be in good shape here. These have a little bit of RTV under them, should be fine. Even some of these, that one's not perfect, but I think it'll hold for what we need it for. Sweet, another project done.